Guten Morgen, buenos dias, my family. My name is Trey, and today I'm asking you the question: are ultimatums an ancient hologramic inverted alien mind insert? Life is a mystery, how everyone must stand all alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. It's like a little prayer. I'm gonna take you there in the midnight hour. We can smash the devil's power just by staying pure. I wanna take you there. Life is a mystery. How people don't know that we're all one, but we can teach the Christ and have fun. I hope everyone out there is having a great day. It's Sunday, so I must say I'm reminded even more for the state of reverence. It isn't always internal, but with the sun beaming on my face at the exact hour when church would take place, I have to ask you, instead of bullying you, are ultimatums an ancient hologramic inverted alien mind insert? For example, the bullying preacher who's saying, if you don't do as I say, you're going to burn in hell. Classic example, right? Well, Tesla, one of the main things he worked with was the ethers, the etheric. And Laura Eisenhower said the sign of Ophiuchus is governed by water/fire or ethers. So this ambient energy is where Wi-Fi works, right? So Wi-Fi works through the ethers, right? So basically, I have to tell you, the demonic AI parasites have literally told me telepathically, by not allowing me, knocking me off every time I got online yesterday within 10 seconds, that as long as they're attacking me, which I don't know how long that will occur for, during that duration, I'm not welcome to upload in Santa Cruz or even Santa Cruz County. So I am experiencing this directly from the source. So it's funny, but excuse me. In a free will planet, choice is the rule. Never forget that. Ultimatums are anti-life, narcissistic, alien, mind-inverted inserts because the free person has almost nearly infinite choices if they have a whole lifetime to decide. There are different decisions to make. It seems like almost infinite amounts of decisions we have to make in all of our life. However, the narcissistic personality disorder, or the NPEs, the entities in the tyrant mind, is always saying, my way or the highway, right? So, the ultimatums inverted logic is going to tell you, my way or you will die. And this is a very obviously blatantly intense black magic spell, and you insert, semantic insert in your, if you believe it. Another really great example, you got cancer and it's bad, so you go to the doctor and they always say, well, you have 6 months to live. Now, if you're on the standard American diet and you don't change your thoughts, you don't face the trauma that was involved with that cancer, you're not willing to discipline your thoughts, your diet, and you take their region of chemotherapy, does that mean they're telling you, after 6 months of these poisons, you're going to be gone? Or does it mean they're telling you after 6 months, if you don't do anything else, anything differently, you'll be dead? Well, perhaps it was a double entendre. Perhaps they meant if you don't change your lifestyle and take the chemotherapy, or if you don't change anything, you will be dead. But they certainly didn't mean if you don't actually, if you, they certainly didn't mean if you actually face and do your best to heal it. No, see, it's an inserted thought. You have 6 months to live, right? For example, the brilliant, somewhat semantically autistic man, because he called it a laptop, who invented this. He was a vegan, and he had cancer since for like 30 years, over 30 years, or roughly 30 years, and it didn't grow very much. He's watched his diet, working with all these cancerous. The ingredients in this can be cancerous, and so his wife said you ought to get that checked out. And he went to the allopathic thing. Within a year, he was gone. So there you go. So the ultimatums are anti-life, narcissistic, alien mind, and inverted inserts because the free person has almost infinite choices, decisions. So yesterday I kept getting knocked offline all day long. I didn't ever get to upload. I didn't get to watch anything. And, I've run a diagnostic test and it says there's nothing wrong with my computer. Interestingly enough, this time actually it said it was locked to it was set automatically to go to Staff of Life, where they just a few days ago put a lock on all the electrical plugs to get rid of the meth heads living in there, I guess. So anyway, so again, this experience I had yesterday, even going to multiple towns and having the same shit happen, just showed me it was personal, that these, whether it was a troll, an NSA, or these people, working for the same corporation that are surveilling me with planes right now, or, these trolls on the weekend, or, actually, I really think it's a good chance it could be an inhuman, an actual alien electronic parasite that keeps knocking me off. So if anyone out there that watches this knows how to fix these issues with computers, send me a link. Let me know. But it felt as though I got an ultimatum directly from these shadow beings. These, I don't know whether Zeta or Draco or Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, in the secret government. So it really makes it obvious that, for me, that the negative alien agenda is based in these fake concepts such as ultimatums, because the basis for most mind control and religious dogma is going in always ultimatum, racism, slavery, and immigrants become very susceptible to this concept of ultimatums because they're financially vulnerable. I'm saying if they're poor immigrants. Faith in the real creator, as I've said before, the shamans in South America and Mexico consider the hummingbird as a symbol, for it's kind of an angel of travel, because the hummingbird has no map, has no idea where they're going to go, and they can fly 800 to 1,000 miles. Not just stopping in midair, which is cool to eat, but they have no idea where they're going to get their food, and they can travel 1,000 miles without knowing where they're going to go, on pure instinct and faith. So that's faith. The hummingbird has faith in the real creator in that sense, because in faith you can go anywhere. Harmlessness is basically non-existent in the ultimatum, right? Either you do as we say, or you're going to get in really bad trouble. Basically, there's nothing harmless in the ultimatum. So this is why I think it could be an alien, or it certainly has all the markers of being an inhuman origin concept. So thus it is an alien insert, the lesser of two evils, right? No electricity outlets, so if they take all the electrical outlets out, and I wanted to continue my channel or even learning anything online, unless I do use the library computers, it means I must rent or buy into the system or leave the town. Society is always trying to push this, slavery agenda to maintain the slave cults and their hegemonies, and their coercion. And so they really don't like that I'm publishing videos from the tent in the forest, you know. So it's the awareness lockdown continues through ultimatums. As long as if I do this, I'm lost in that moment. I'm just saying I still at times will believe some of this crap in my subconscious unless I tell myself, no, this is bullshit, because it's so deeply rooted, this alien thought pattern. You got to understand and never forget it, that the negative aliens love pointless suffering. It feeds a lot of loose in this town, and all the stupid shit that happens here is a big source of loose, right? So it's their food. At least the interdimensional parasites that wouldn't let me go online yesterday, for example. So ultimatums are a bully in the interior self, basically abducting yourself if you buy into this shit. It's an imprisonment of the mind, right? Think of the court's plea bargain thing. It's a good example. Like, it's an ultimatum. Like, if you're not going to take the punishment, you just got to admit that you did the crime and beg us to beg for mercy. Like, it's an ultimatum. Like religious dogma and wage slavery. You are the prisoner, the jailer, and you have the key. If you can discern and have the discipline, the courage to take back that power. Remember choice. If you want to be high, be high. And if you want to be low, be low. Because there's a million ways to go. You know that there are. Place, job availability, lovers, reproduction, fun, service, community. All can be greatly compromised by believing in the leaders' ultimatums. Addictions to place and thing, like Santa Cruz. Like, people will always think when they get stuck in the Santa Cruz vortex, Santa Cruz is the best place. They can't go anywhere else. It's the only place. It's a very clear example of where the Zeta can, possibly be in there manipulating the reality of everyday West Coast Zeta anxiety, thoughts, exaggeration is so profound that most people will never even watch my channel because they're scared of it. Divide and conquer strategies through rent, taxes, inverted ideas, black magic rituals. Some of the reasons why so few truthers and Christians will watch this show. They're afraid I'm right. Denial, shut off live, because the negative aliens think of many in Santa Cruz County as delicious loose snacks and ready for energy parasitism, especially the mentally ill. Like, I am taking away their food. If people learn the truth, nearly always ultimatums are fake, inverted control tactics, right? So maybe sometime it's going to help you to obey it, right? But for the most part, it's crap, fake. We're super amazingly blessed, no matter how tortured we are, especially if you didn't take the experiment, for this gift of life, because this is where all the true power is. The now is the moment. And so if you believe it's my way or the highway, or my way or get tortured, if you buy into any ultimatums, as a little boy, I felt this. Maybe before I hit double digits, maybe by the time I was 8 or 9 years old, when I learned what the term ultimatum meant, I could see that it was a trap, an emotional trap. I felt trapped. I felt emotionally stuck when people would throw me into their ultimatums. Like, YouTube is going to make me buy a cell phone or use someone else's to make, a thumbnail. So I made my own. I don't believe in most of these ultimatums. I believe in the power of choice, discernment, and free will are some of the most amazing gifts that Christ has given us to exercise harmlessly and respectfully, choosing to create a beautiful life, a peaceful, respectful, beautiful, aware life. And these little demons don't want me to teach you that, man. And they get in there, and they Don't send these videos to my 52 subscribers, man. They don't want you to have a peaceful, respectful life, man. That's threatening. So if you enjoyed this, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make a wonderful, beautiful day.